Hello, my name is Brian Lopuk, and today I'm going to show you how to create a business page on Facebook. So just quick overview of a business page. You probably have a personal profile if you have a Facebook, and essentially all a business page will allow you to do is advertise, which today for real estate agents is huge, especially if you're trying to brand yourself, get your name out there, or try and get leads. So luckily it's pretty easy to create. Once you're on the home page of Facebook, which I recommend to do this on a computer, not your phone or an iPad, preferably a computer, you're going to go up here and you're going to click create and you're going to click page. The next thing you're going to see is this business or brand or community public figure. We're going to click business or brand. You're going to name the page. You could do anything from, say, Brian Lopuk, DRE number 02087757. You could do your team name. It's really up to you. And as for categories, we could do real estate, if I could spell. And you could either select company, developer, appraiser, agent. For most people, you're probably going to select real estate agent. And then for the address, you're probably just going to select your broker address. Premier, California. Number's optional, but we can always add that later. And then you're going to click continue. And it might just take a hot second to load. So I skip just adding the profile picture for now. Same thing with the cover photo. And voila, we have a Facebook page. Now, before we start adding any kind of cover photo or profile picture or any of this stuff, the first thing that I like to do is go over here into settings. And it'll bring us to this general tab, and this is where I first start doing my stuff. Now, first and foremost, the very first thing that I do is this visitor post. Now, I've seen so many people get just destroyed with their brand just because they can have some rando kind of just post on their business page and very explicit things or very offensive things. So the first thing I always make sure to do is check this box that says review all the posts before they're published to your page. So if anybody tries to tag you in anything really bad, you can review it and deny it, which will save you a lot of headache. So that's the first thing that we're going to change. The next thing we're going to do is this tagging ability. We're going to select that checkbox and make sure that people can tag us, since it's very good for cross-branding with maybe local businesses, maybe your title rep, maybe your lender, or maybe another agent, who knows. So we're going to click save those changes as well. And also too, if you ever want to delete your page, you can come down here to remove page and just select that and you can remove it. But we're not going to do that today. So the next thing that we're going to select is this templates and tabs. So just so you know, these templates and tabs, if we go look on our page, the tabs are essentially just these on the left side. So we can actually control what's seen and what we want shown there. So going back to the settings and the templates and tabs, I found for most real estate professionals that services tend to do the best. And we can actually remove some of these too. For instance, if we wanted to remove services, we could remove that. If you wanted to remove, say, events, you could turn that off and you just click save and it'll be gone. But say you wanted to get it back, we could click add tab and we could just add it right back. Not everything, but everything available to the services. If you don't like it, we can go up here and we can change the template. For business, venues, nonprofits, I mean, you kind of get the point. So after we do that, I like to set up the messaging button. So we're going to click on the messaging. So I like to show a greeting every time someone visits my page. The messenger button will pop up if you're viewing it on a desktop computer, and they'll actually be sent a greeting. I like to turn that on, but what most people don't do is I like to change the greeting. So say, hi, my name's Brian Lopuk. Thanks for visiting my page. How can I help you today? Question mark. And you can also add personalizations like first name, last name, full name, Facebook page link, or maybe an address. Say if you want to come visit us, you can. So if I just wanted to do that, say I deleted that, add a personalization, say I just wanted the first name, boom, that's it. Backspace, and then I'll show you kind of up there what it would look like. I click save, so now people will see that every time they visit my page. Pretty much that's all you want to really change on that, but that's just kind of like one little pro tip that will make you stand out a little bit more. The next thing too is if you have an Instagram and you would like to maybe run ads on it or just connect it to your business page so you can start to see analytics, you can click on this Instagram down here and you can do connect account, and then it'll ask you to log into Instagram. You continue as me. I won't do it for this purpose because I already have it connected. And the beautiful thing about that is you'll get access to see things such as what hashtags are working the best on my posts, how many people am I reaching, being able to advertise on your Messenger or advertise on your Instagram, and also being able to talk to people on Facebook even though you're not on Instagram. So cool little thing too. If you use Instagram, I would highly recommend doing that and creating a business Instagram that way. So the last thing that we're going to do is the fun stuff, which is the page info. I would add a description, definitely. Make it short because I believe it's only like 180 characters. So I am a real estate professional in Brea. Maybe talking about some of your specialties, all the fun stuff. You can also go in here and outside of real estate agent, you could do real estate service maybe, or you could do real estate. Maybe you're just an appraiser management company. Maybe you just want to do real estate. The beautiful thing about adding these categories is if people search for you in Facebook, they'll be able to see your profile pop up. So I like to add them. Phone number I can add here. Beautiful. Save changes. Website, if you have a website, you can just copy the URL. So for instance, copy this URL up top. Boom, there's my website. If you personally don't have one, add your broker there, and maybe add your bio that you gave to your broker on your website, and that would be a perfect place to put that. Email, you could do your business email. Boom, just a great way for people to get in contact with you. The Wi-Fi, you can say has a wireless network, not the biggest deal. If you do have a brokerage, you can show that you have a street address. If not, then it's totally okay if you want to check that. Located inside another place if you want to be more easily found. Service area, you can add an area, so say Brea, or you could do Brea, California. You could do, say, Los Angeles. So it's always good to add those service areas as well, especially for people searching for real estate agent in that area. And then you can also select your hours too. So you can select, say, Monday, and I can change the time, say maybe 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I want to do that. Friday, and maybe Saturday too. But I can save those changes. An impresium is something that is a legal kind of description. They're used in many European countries and I believe Australia too. But for our purposes, we really don't need that. Price range I typically keep unspecified. And privacy policy link, if you're going to run what's called a lead gen ad with the lead forms in Facebook, you must have the privacy policy link or else you will never be able to run an ad. General ads like videos or clicking to a website, stuff like that will be totally fine. But if you're ever looking for it, go on your broker's website. Go all the way down. CPG Realtor. Click this pretty little privacy policy. I would copy that URL. Boom. Paste it right in there. And that will help just kind of Facebook say like, hey, I promise I'm not going to sell any information, which is kind of important, especially after the Cambridge Analytica whole data breach thing. So after you do that, you pretty much have all of your information loaded. We just have to do a few more things. So now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a button. So this button isn't just for messaging. You can actually do a few cool things. So you can do Book with You Now, where you can do, say, appointments on Facebook. You can connect to another tool like one of these if you're using them, or you could link to a website like Calendly, and you can have people schedule a time to talk to you. You can contact you through Messenger. You can actually have people call you, so you can add your phone number in here. Get creative with it. I typically just use send message. That's also because I use other advanced stuff like chatbots and stuff. But get creative with it. You could even do learn more about your business or download an app. For this instance, we're just going to do send message, next, messenger, finish. Boom. Now people will be able to send us a message. After we do that, we'll just want to upload a photo. Same thing with a cover photo. If you have not heard of it, Canva.com will be your best friend. For a profile picture, you can pretty much use anything, either a team logo or a face works great. But up here, what you can do is select Facebook cover. And the beautiful thing about this is you can actually create a Facebook cover that's perfectly size dimensioned for this area. So you don't get any of those weird, oh, my head's cut off. And even better, if we go in here and select real estate, in the templates, we can actually go up here and we can pick a template. So we can do city. Maybe we'll just say living in the heart of LA. Funny. And it's as easy as just downloading it. Going back to add a cover, we can upload a photo. Oh boy, let's see if we can find it. As you can tell, I have a decent amount of photos. Well, I can't find it for now, but when you do want to upload it, you can just upload it and it should fit perfectly right there. After that, you pretty much have all of your page ready to rock and roll. Now, one thing to mention too, right now, you won't have the ability to add an @ whatever your name is for your page. You do need to get at least 10 likes first. So going down here and see all friends, and maybe select all and inviting all your friends is a great way to start getting some people there. But once you have at least 10 people, you can add stuff like my story down here. You can add an @ right here so people can tag you, which is extremely important. But once you pretty much have your profile, your cover, your tab set up, and start inviting people, you'll pretty much be ready to rock and roll. And another thing that you can do too, as a little pro tip, is come over here to services. And maybe if you have some kind of rent to own program or any kind of special thing, you can actually add your services in this tab over here. Same thing with offers. If you have like a holiday special or anything like that, and people will be able to see all the services that you offer as a real estate agent. But pretty much once you have all that set up, that is how you create a Facebook page.